I've only ever heard one song by Allt before, so this would be my second go there. It's called Paralyzed. It came out a year ago, so I'm quite late to that party. And I know they've got a new song out more recently, which maybe I'll get to eventually. But let's see what this is like. And go! Love that. Band. We're calling that fall. Is that what fall is? Ooh, lovely little bend on that.
A service so strong, must have been grading his thesis the day I was born. Said a ship of form. I describe it as more of a color, a feeling, a storm. That will leave me alone, like it's living inside of my bones.
Wasn't expecting this vocal.
Only a tunnel is way through the walls. Only a matter of time. They got raps and I've got mine, but I'm stuck in this prison of flesh and bone.
Swelling. Nice kick drum placement there at the end of that. Leave that space. Great variety of strings in here. Love that tasty china. Great fucking ghost notes on that snare to give a bit of a feel. Interesting. That's so cool. That's so satisfying. That staccato-y offbeat drum beat and the kick. Very cool. Ooh. Lovely lead guitar just came in. Lovely scream with melody in it. Ah, so tasty. There's like a bell in there. What's that? I love this effect with the guitar kind of broaden out like that. Ooh, lovely choice of chords. This is beautiful. Okay, make space for the snare with that. Fuck! Gah! That ticked a lot of boxes for me. Let's talk about it. I loved the drums in that. So many things about that I loved. That sort of verse where the vocals were doing kind of like a sort of lo-fi rap thing. The drums had this groove to it, that the ghost notes, the kind of those quiet offbeat sort of accidental notes. They're not accidental, they're done on purpose. blended to that rolling, chilled groove, which I did not expect for this band. I've only heard one song of theirs before, but I did not think they had this gear. And I loved that. That was great. In the chorus, you know, you've got kind of what's expected sort of metalcore kind of drum patterns and things, but the way that after I'm going to say the second bar, the final kick drum placement was on an offbeat before the one, and they left you to hang out before we come back in with another one. That was so unexpected in the first chorus. By the time the second chorus came around, I got a feel for it, and I was like, okay, I know what's happening here. But first time around, you're like stumbling, where did the beat go? And I love those moments on first listen, so really consider drum placement. And also interesting, like there was a slow double kick drum pedal pattern, which ordinarily, the default is you keep that going and you put the snare over the top of it, but he would lift off and have the snare on its own. It's kind of nice little dynamic change. I really like that. Fucking cool drums. Loved them. Brilliant. The guitars had so many tasty moments. That sort of thally, like bend of a low, slow guitar riff, I fucking love. I know a lot of bands are doing that these days, but I like it. I don't mind at all. I really enjoyed that. Riff's great. The kind of soundscape and epicness was all there. What else? There was a moment there where they were kind of repeating a section, but they just introduced another guitar lead part over the top of that to add a bit of color and change to it. So I love what the guitars were doing throughout that. And some moments of absolutely fucking heavy chords later on, which I enjoyed. And yeah, beautiful chord progressions and choices which you would not expect them to go to with a kind of note change that I found to be really interesting, and I can't wait to hear again. I fucking love the guitars. The vocals are so good. They're so good. Like, and you add the element of like kind of that sort of lo-fi rap stuff as well. What the fuck? But he's got that great ability to have a distorted vocal delivery, but keep the note within the scream. So you can have melody, you can add to the musical sentiment of the song, and have that fucking gruffness to it. And I thought it was brilliant. Loved that. Great screams and a variety in there. It sits so well within the music that they're putting out. So great vocals. Other elements, there was something. There was like a bell hit, like a really tiny bell, almost like the high up on a xylophone, just bing, which was a surprise. But maybe that was actually above the headstock, or on the headstock, above the nut of a guitar. Maybe they were just doing one of them. It was a really interesting sound. I liked it. Added a bit of color, and it was kind of subtle. It didn't stand out much. So that's cool. They're being considered about other elements that they're adding to the music, which is great. Trying to elevate it somehow beyond what's already great, though. Overall, fucking great song. It had groove, it had interest, it had, you know, a switch up of vibes, it had some great riffage, it had some heaviness, it had these big epic choruses. The music video, the visualization of that was wicked. The kind of the makeup of that, the slow motion stuff, I thought it was fucking dope. So rating wise, that was delicious. Absolutely delicious. Oh. Ooh, got into my skin. Loved that so much. For all the reasons I already said, I won't rehash them. That was fucking delicious. If you enjoyed this video, please do boop the like button. It'll help other people on YouTube find and potentially enjoy this video as well. If you want to see more videos like this, then feel free to subscribe, and then you'll see future videos that I make doing reactions here. If you're interested in music beyond the rock genre, do feel free to check out the link in the description. Otherwise, have a wonderful day, and maybe I'll see you in another video.